Good morning, everyone. So today is Saturday, August 13th, and I know you all were kind of expecting Rory or Niall. They are in transit, not able to be on this morning, so I've recruited Linda to help me and Andy Perriman, one of our other MSIs, who you guys probably haven't really seen him too much. He kind of sits in the background on us, but he does run our prayer chat. So I am so grateful for Andy to be here with me today. I need all the support I can get. So I went straight to the top. All right. So last Saturday, Rory was talking to us about EMF. And there are two definitions of it: electromotive force and there goes my voice, electric magnetic field. They are very similar to each other. When you look at the definitions, they are identical. I come from an electronic component manufacturing background. So last night when I found out that I was going to be doing this, carrying on the research for Rory, my brain shifted over my 27 years I was with that company, where I would attend the different trainings and listen to the engineers every single year. And there was one engineer that would always explain an electronic term of the caterpillar following the outer perimeter of and all the wires of the component. And so I gave kudos last night to two of our engineers out on Facebook for putting that bad track in my head, because I was going down that deep end. And you know, we all have different backgrounds, and so we can relate to things differently. And that's where my brain was wanting to take me, was the technical side of it. And this morning I woke up and I realized you guys aren't all wanting the technical side of EMF. You want to understand it so that it can benefit you and you can better write the page. And so I have done just a couple things here. I reached out to one of our own who has nursing background, lots of experience, and Lord have mercy, she was a plethora of information and new light bulbs went off for me. So I'm going to share my screen. And okay. Can you see my screen, Andy? Okay, thank you. So I'm giving my effort here. I originally thought of good old Mr. Einstein and, you know, E equals MC squared. Energy and the speed of light squared, and the M representing mass. Okay, electromagnetic fields are energy. Our bodies are energy. So when you look at it from that standpoint, EMF and what we need to do to protect ourselves from it, we're absorbing different energies. So that's all I'm going to say on that aspect of it, because it can get pretty complicated and we're not here to go to college. At least I'm not. So I had actually even looked up what, you know, electro meant and motive meant. Well, motive, we all know it's like reason or a cause. And so when you tie that with electro, which is just short for electric, when you make a compound word, it starts making a little bit more sense. So I've literally been digging into this subject because I'm still learning. And I want you guys to understand that we all don't know everything about every single one of our products here. We are all in the learning capacity. And the only way we can learn is by researching. So one of the last things I did last night is I looked at how do I block EMF in my own house? And I was shocked to see that it actually says turn the router off at night. And, avoid using Bluetooth devices. I've been doing that because I don't like my little Bluetooth earbuds in my ear. So I use speakerphone on my cell phone all the time. But my mouse, I don't know. Well, it's Bluetooth enacted. And so we're exposing ourselves to all of this stuff. And by just taking small little steps, not everybody has a router on the opposite end of their house from their bedroom like I do. But I'm also spending the majority of my waking hours in my office and the router is right there. So hubby and I are going to have a little talk later today about turning it off, but I need it turned on in order to work. So in talking with Rory Evans today, she's been in the elder care side of things in nursing. So she's seen people with all sorts of different issues related to age. But some of our issues aren't just related to age, it's because of how we've lived our lives. I hope that makes sense. And one of the things that hits me at home on health risks is ALS. A lot of you know it as Lou Gehrig's disease. My mom actually died of Lou Gehrig's disease, of ALS, in 2004. So this hits home for me because I look back, I've been reflecting back on what my mom went through, what she did as a job. She was a stay-at-home during the day, but at night she went and worked at a electronic component manufacturer, and she was in the factory itself. So she was exposed to a lot of stuff. She also later in life worked at a newspaper company. Well, there's machines everywhere and those good old fluorescent lights from the 1980s, So there is direct articles that Rory directed me to, and I've put the link here for it. I actually created bookmarks here to all the different things. Oh, I guess I already had it open. But here is proof. Yes, it's a little old. It's from 2019. But a study is a study. And it literally is saying, so it's a fatal neurodegenerative disease. Sometimes it is hereditary. So they thought, well, if I followed in my mom's footsteps and worked in a factory base, I would be exposing myself to more EMF. So it would be concluded then by the doctors that it was hereditary. But we've got things here that will help us not make things hereditary by just changing our environment. And this is where the Restore My Spectrum products benefit me big time. I've already noticed by adding some of these products into my house, into my cell phone, I haven't gotten any migraines. Migraines is a big cause, one of the health risks that people suffer from with EMF exposure. So there's this great article here, and I'm going to be definitely reading more into it and tying it more into my own article on EMF protection. It's going to be one way that I'm going to spin mine. And I could put all this information right on Rory's sheet that I accidentally closed out. There we go. But I think a link would be better. So I've just put the links in here. Other things that we did it was funny because I had already gone to Google. Google is our biggest friend, guys, for finding information. And I went to links with EMF and ALS. And when I first asked Lori this morning, this is literally, she shared this with me, and I giggled because it opened up the same page to where I already was. So I knew then that I was on the right track. But we can take any of this in our research and look at it. Now, is ALS being a neuron disease that affects our motor abilities? It doesn't affect the brain. It affects our extremities, our arms, our legs, our walking capability, our breathing capability, our muscles, and finding that there's potential cause, because there is no known cause of ALS. So digging in and immersing myself in this to get myself more understanding what I want to write about. That's what you guys want to do with these pages as well. Find something that takes it personal to you. Maybe you are a sufferer of migraines. Maybe you know of someone who has ALS or had ALS. There is also, Lori had advised, heart issues. Lori specifically gave me this one, and I'm going to try and say it correctly. Lori, I will know if you're laughing at me. Supraventricular tachycardia, SVT for short. And this is when your electrical impulses are off in your heart. It can cause strokes or heart attack. Okay, how many of us in our families have a history of strokes and heart attack, and you've been told it's hereditary? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's our lifestyle, our environment, what we're exposing our bodies to. Kind of opens the brain on this, that what we've got going on here with Restore My Spectrum, and I'm going to add now also the alkaline lifestyle that Richard Davidson was teaching us about. Combining that, guys, this opportunity here is more than just a business. This is bettering your health and your family's health. And you can use that when you are sharing the information. The more you know about EMF and what it can cause. People who have seizures are greatly affected by EMF. Kids are affected by EMF. And then I was also doing a lot of work on keywords. What kind of keywords could I come up with? And, because Sheila, the master at all this, she always comes up with all these key phrases. So let me spell it correctly. I don't type as fast as Rory. I'm trying not to talk as fast as Rory. But these were all ones that last night kept coming up when I started typing in EMF. And all I did is I went up here to Google and I typed in EMF. And now, because I've got all these tabs on, but here's protection for home, EMF reader. So that's where I got all of these from, that if I had all these tabs closed down, more would pop up for me. This one is really key for me because we have a product that goes, and I have it, it's in between my cell phone case and my cell phone, the little round disc. Easy. No one knows that it's in my phone, but I do. So let's see here, what else? Blue Shield EMF blocker. I need to do more research on what Blue Shield is. But these are some keywords that I came up with. And one of the things I wanted to do on the keywords is, let's go take a look at Jaxie. What does Jaxie say about these keywords? So I'm just going to log into my Jaxie. And, well, didn't that go funny? I don't want that one. I want that. Oh, you brat. All right, fine. So we'll look up this first one here. It's great. It has, on average, over 4,000, 4,400 searches per month. And there are only 131 websites. There are currently 233 of us, each of us with our own website, that we could increase this number and take over some of this traffic just by having this keyword alone. Now they offer some other ones, but none of them really, I think they're more, to me, I see them as more electronic, techie kind of keywords. So we won't, I'm not even going to look at any of those, but let's go to EMF protection and see what Jaxie says here. EMF protection. Again, 81, only 109 websites, 3,300 searches on average each month. That's another good keyword. Now, we all know when we're doing our PBSs, we can only use one keyword that we put in Yoast, but that doesn't mean we can't have other keywords and key phrases used as headlines and throughout our pages. So that's why Sheila comes up with multiple different headlines, ideas, and turns them, their keywords as well. Is that making some sense? Okay, thank you, Renee, for shaking your head yes. Look at here, cell phone EMF protection. There's only 39 pages. You guys could write a separate page on each of these items. On each of these items. Okay. EMF blocker. And what I'll do is when I will make files on these and share them. Actually, I could probably do it right now. Hang on. So EMF blockers, top EMF blockers. Do they really work? Oh, look at that. Top EMF blockers. There are no websites out there for it. It only gets 24 searches on average a month. This is another one we're going to want because, oh, and pendant. This is a really good one for the house, for the home. I mean, these are all in the 90s, upper 80s for searches. So I'm just going to do a snipping tool. And we're going to grab these right now. And we're going to just put Isn't that cool how we do that? If you guys don't know what snipping tool is, I will show you more. So let's go back and get the electromotive force one again. All right, so this is Snipping Tool. Oh, it keeps going to my other monitor. There we go. So I clicked new. I've got the little crosshairs, and I'm going to get just that one. And put it in there. And then EMF protection. Oh, wow, look at all of them that they came up with the second time around. So even have laptop protection, hits. So let's do that. Copy it. Are these keyword searches, do you guys think they're going to be beneficial to you? To give you some ideas on writing your pages? If not, I can get rid of them. And I bet there's the protection devices. We'll just see if they give us any different ones. The reviews one is pretty good because you guys are giving a review on different EMF protection devices. So we'll get all those. Copy. You guys can see how easy it is for us to just find keywords. Dorsey, I know you've got questions, but I'm not going to take questions right now. I need to stay on my own track. Now, what I want, I've got all these other items that I found, the different types of EMF exposure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put more resources on here where you guys can go do your own research. And where do I want to put it? Oh, come on. Oh, goodness. There we go. Link. Already did that one, so I can put it down. It's the one I just did. This one, this is just a definition of motor neuron disease, which is where ALS is classified. This was really cool. Now, how am I gonna? I'm gonna try this. And then the last one, this one was one we hadn't really looked into yet. So this is a new page that Rory and I both stumbled upon. And it actually says they have a PDF, download the booklet, EMF, the facts. Well, it's the facts according to emfs.info. So it might be somewhat one-sided, but it could have some new information on it. So let's download the booklet. That's a cool picture. Kind of shows you all the different devices that will have EMF in them. And they're all around the house, you guys. They're all around the house. You know, the radio, the headset, the monitor or TV. Well, I guess there's the TV, the printer, the router, the small TV with the rabbit ears, calculator. Those of you that don't know, a calculator is this little handy thing that they never let you use in school and told you would never, you know, you need to do everything in your head. Yeah, no, we all use calculators. Okay, that was just my sarcasm for the day. I've got it out of my system now. All right, so electricity, it all is around electricity. Could it be bad for our health? There's some, looks like there's going to be some good golden nuggets in here to read about. Produced both naturally and as a result of human activity. We're causing it ourselves. That's interesting. We've never caused things to be bad for ourselves and other things that we do around here on the planet. So they even talk about the different frequencies. This is a terminology that I'm used to, 50, 60 hertz. Basically, if you plug it into your outlet, it's 50, 60 hertz. Hertz is cycles. How many cycles per second electricity is vibrating through? No, I didn't need to look it up. I kind of knew it. They call it oscillating. But, you know, okay, you all see that fan that oscillates, it twists and turns. Okay, imagine the electrical pulse going that many times per second. That's pretty fast, 50 to 60 cycles. But the high frequency go into, you know, now 50, 60 hertz, that's also the big transformers out on the telephone poles. You know, the old electrical poles, those are 50, 60 hertz. When you get into like aircraft, medical devices, communication devices, they get into the higher frequency stuff. That's what I'm normally used to dealing with. I didn't deal with the 50, 60 hertz stuff. But this is good information. So 2 different components, electric fields produced by voltage, magnetic fields is the flow of electricity. Electric fields are easily screened, but magnetic fields are not. So this has got some good basic information that if you just can't wrap your head around it, how you want to write your page, that would be a great thing to go with. Now, what I want to do is I'm gonna flip over to, let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going to start a new page. So I'll open up my dashboard. And let's see here. As much as I want to use electromotive force, I'm thinking I want to do that one. My brain is like wanting to do a new page on everything. There we go. No, I want the, so I believe I have already, let me do this. I'm going to save draft. I'm going to go back out to my pages once, and I want to go look at my keywords to see what keywords I've used. If I've used EMF protection. I apologize to anyone that can't handle my scrolling. I did not use EMF protection, so I could also do that. No. Oh, drafts. There we go. Get back to the page. So now I'm going to use come on, type. There we go. I'm just going to get some different titles in here that I want to use. I may not use all of them. All right, so I've got a few of them there. Now I'm going to go to my Cash Network Direct, and I'm going to go to my offers, and I'm going to go to Restore My Spectrum. It's number 24. And I'm going to get my link, copy it, and I'm actually going to put it in my page. I don't know why it's doing that paragraph. There we go. Now it's in my page, but I'm going to go to the site, Restore My Spectrum. And I'm going through my user ID, through my link. And here's the store that all the different products that we've got. Rory showed us this a little bit last week, but now I want to tie it into help explain some of the things we've got here. So we know what electromotive force is. That information is in here that Rory did that research on. And health issues, I covered it real basic today, but you guys can go and expand on it. There's a lot of information out there. But now I want to get into the protection, the blocker, the devices, and things for cell phones. So there's a lot of stuff here. So there's actually jewelry. So I'm just going to hit view all. And I actually own this, and this so far. There's more coming, I'm sure. I'm a product of the products. I find it easier to get behind something if I understand it better and if I experience it myself. I get a lot of compliments wearing this because of the colors. It's very lightweight. This I've got, where did I put it? Oh, I must have taken it back to my room. I had it here at my desk for a while, but now I've got this pyramid, and I've just noticed that I can put in longer hours in my office and not get migraines. Okay, so let's go take a look at the little pyramid here. And okay, organ. High frequency organ pyramid. What the heck is organ? So let's go look at it. Look it up. What is organ? Okay, that is not what I expected. There we go. A vital energy held to pervade nature and be a factor in health in the theories of Wilhelm Reich. So there's a lot of information about the power of organ pyramids. I just opened up a whole nother can of worms, you guys. This is what happens with research when we're looking these things up to better understand the products that we have. So what I want to ask now is, how does organ pyramids and EMF work? And Laura, if you're here and can guide me on any of this, I would welcome it. Combating EMF radiation. All right, and this was just written in May. So let's go take a look. It helps you balance your body and spirit. Okay, so that helps me a little bit in my page. So make that heading number 3. This heading number 4. And so balancing body and spirit. I'm just going to make some quick little notes about how it works, and I'll put in my words later. I know Rory likes to copy and paste. I could do that, but I don't want to blog someone else's blog. I just want to get some highlights. This is how my brain works. I'm more apt to come up with my own way of saying it by just getting some of, oh, that one's a really good one to copy though. So I'll definitely, because I like that, I'm going to bookmark it so I don't lose it. I created a bookmark folder called EMF, and everything I'm bookmarking for this page is on here. When I'm done writing it, I may get rid of the bookmarks. All right. Now, organ is energy. So she's got great information here, but I think I want to keep looking for more organ information. That's another blog. I want to find something that, oh look, someone has an article on Pinterest about it. So guys, when you get this page written, you can easily save it to your Pinterest account and help you advertise your own blog. Look at that, it actually works. That was what, in the top 10? Yeah, in the top 10. The other thing to note is there's 135,000 results for organ pyramids. and this specific thing. There are no ads. There are no ads. We can take over this one. So let's see here. Oh, now there's some ads at the bottom. They've got the word research in them, so maybe they're a little more knowledgeable. We'll see. He's with DigiCare Research Foundation. Who are they? All right. Oh, is that his? Oh, look at that. His name pops up right away. He's on LinkedIn. I want to know who my source is. How reputable is he? Oh, look at that. Doesn't exist. Well, anything can be on Facebook. The Hearing Hub. He's a professor, research chair. So he's got a piece of paper that says he's smart. Got it. I'm surprised that there isn't a specific DigiCare Research Foundation website. DigiCare for You, that might be it. Nope. So I'm going to take his information here more with a grain of salt because I can't verify just who he is. I'm kind of more of a pessimistic person than that when I find information, if it didn't get referred to me firsthand, I kind of make them prove who they are, that they actually are an expert. I don't want to go off saying, well, this Dr. Max guy is just the best guy, and then he ends up being a fraud later. That makes my information look not good. So that's just how I go about things. You can take this any direction you want, but you want to learn this. Let's see if there's, this is the one that I already, 2015 with Alanis Morissette. Okay. Michelle Hood, she makes energy pyramids. That's kind of hard to read in the black. All right, so I think I've got some information where I'm going to go with the Argon pyramid. Let's go back. Oh, look at this. We've got all this information. This is what's in my phone, the BioArc disk. You can attach it to your phone or do what I did. And let me share. I'll stop my screen share quick. This is the little disc. It looks like a little sticker. And I literally just put it into my phone case. Make sure my phone's going in the right direction. And it's in my phone. It's, some people are like, oh, it's $20. What is your health worth? So I'm trying to help, I'm not sure if this is the direction Rory wanted me to take today, other than he said, keep going on the research, but I wanted to show you guys, go explore Cache Network Direct and Restore My Spectrum for this page and look at the different products available. They do have a large disc as well. I've not purchased that yet. But they've got things for your home, a room balancer, a computer balancer. You know, if you've tried other things, you may want to try some of these products. They might work better. I know I have found that they've worked for me. But what you guys are going to discover when you keep clicking around is it's going to give you more. Oh, look at that. Argon is in this as well. So it's going to give you more ammunition to write more pages. We're telling you guys to create your own pages, create more content because Google likes that. To find a search that less than 1 million, I mean, less than 250,000 results, I can write an entire page on this alone. And I might just copy that. Actually, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to make that a heading 5, just so I'm keeping it all in my own order. This is my way of doing things. Have fun with it. Some of you are might thinking this is kind of, you know, woo-woo kind of stuff, but it actually is science-based. There are other things. There's even apparel. You can have clothes now. Now, down here where I am in Texas, I probably wouldn't be wearing the beanie. It's a little warm for that. But that hat would be kind of nice. Protect me from the sun. You know, so have some fun with that. And the pictures are in, we've put many of the pictures in the Dropbox folder for this stuff. And if there's any of them that you want more pictures of, let me know and I will ask for it. We are getting close to the hour. You know, just can also get the Restore My Spectrum apparel. You can get stuff for your car. Guys love car things. These are toys for cars, okay? You guys can justify this to your wife. Those of you that are car buffs, you need a new toy for your cars. I sense a new page being written here, justifying to the wife why your car needs a new toy. I know my son will probably, you know, it's a toy. He'll probably come in. He'll probably come in and grab that one of these. This is kind of cool that it's a radiation detector. Let's see what it is. I have no idea. Looks like I'm going to have to do some research on this. How do we find out information? We go to Google. How do we find out more information? Go to YouTube. How do we find out more information? Go to your site and explore. just trying to pique your guys' thoughts on having fun with your PBS, making it your own. This page, these kind of pages here with Restore My Spectrum might be a little more pushing your outer limits. But what's that little phrase that Jim Rohn and then Rory and Niall are always saying? Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. We get to market, we get to share information. You don't know what other people are looking for. And they don't know you have it. So the only way you can get them to have it is by sharing the information. Is that making sense? So don't worry about anybody, anybody gets in your face about some of this stuff. I've been there, done that. And now I'm at I don't care, you don't pay my bills. Okay. And if they're out there going to be buying it, I'd like that commission. Thank you very much. I've got bills to pay. All right, I'm going to stop the recording.